Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we're going to be talking about messages from the new moon in Capricorn. So just a little background about the Capricorn sign. They are very determined signs. They are very goal-oriented. They're very focused. Whenever they have set their mind to something, they will do whatever it takes to get there. And with the new moon, it seems like the message is that whatever it is that you guys have started is going to come and pay off. And whatever it is that you want and you desire for will come forward, but you may be swayed by a bit of distraction here and there because you are forgetting your purpose in where you started. So one of the downside of Capricorn's determination is that you are so determined into getting what you want that you will forget every other thing. So you guys are more materialistic, you guys are more success minded, and so you will forget about the people around you, the people you love. You are not so focused on spirituality, you don't really care about what kind of benefit it can give you emotionally and spiritually. You're more focused for the end goal, like where the money is, where the success is, where the reward is, and you forget about how it can actually affect your personal life as well as your mental health. Okay, so the Capricorn's tarot card is actually the devil, so I feel like this is really apt in that to say that you may be swayed by a lot of other distractions, as well as getting too obsessed with the success and the whole idea of success that you may forget why you start doing something in the very first place. Okay, so we will take a look at some of the things that you have forgotten about, some of the things that can make you lose focus, as well as some of the things that you are actually really scared about, which is driving you forward, and also how you guys can actually balance things out. All right, so today's reading, I have 3 crystals here for you guys to choose from. The very first one, I have the black Tourmaline. The second crystal, I have the green Aventurine. The third crystal, I have the Lapis Lazuli. Alright, so take some time to think about which crystal is drawing you towards it the most. Which one do you feel most related to? You can close your eyes and breathe in and listen to your intuition, and you can even pause the video and then pick the crystal that you like. And then you can fast forward timing to the pile that you have chosen. Okay? Hi group number 1, this is for you guys who have chosen the black Tourmaline crystal, and this is your pile for your reading today for the new moon in Capricorn. So for your very first one, you have the Hangman, and then you have the 7 of Pentacles, and then you have the 5 of Wands, and you have the 3 of Wands, and at the back of your deck you have the King of Wands. Okay, a lot of wands here, so I'm feeling that you guys are working on something creative or something related to communication, something where you are working with a lot of people, which can also be in a creative field. Okay, so for the very first card, the Hangman, so this is referring to what is the cause of your success, or basically what is something that you have to lose for you to get to your success, or something that you might lose in your current pursuit of your success, right? So the Hangman here is talking about time to absorb things around, the waiting time for things to happen, waiting time for creativity to happen, patience. So I'm sensing that you guys have forgone all of this. So I feel like you guys are probably really rushing whatever it is that you're doing. You guys have forgotten to take some time to let the creativity boil, take some time to let the project sizzles and come to a good state. I feel like you guys are really rushing it. So perhaps you can think about slowing yourself down and think about how else can you let time pass a little bit slower so that any kind of new ideas and any kind of creativity does not sweep past you and that you can still use it. I'm feeling that you guys are really rushing whatever project it is that you guys are doing and forget about, giving space for changes or letting other people's opinions come into space or collaborating and listening to other people's advice. So this is something that is probably not really good if you are doing a creative work where you are rushing things because you might not really happy with the outcome. And the second card, Seven of Pentacles, this is for the cause of your failure. So this is what you are really afraid of. I'm sensing that this is a project that you have been working on for a really long time, or you feel like it's something that you are doing to prove yourself, your self-worth, and also your own achievement, and maybe even your reputation is on the line, and the outcome is not here yet, so you are feeling a little bit insecure, and that is why you are rushing things, because you have not been able to see the benefit or the product, the end product, and so you want to get to success really quickly. And the danger in that is that you may be taking a lot of shortcuts right now. I'm sensing like you may be doing a little things a little too fast, or you are sacrificing a lot of aspects of the job, or you are taking a lot of shortcuts so that you can see more results. And that is because you are driven by your fear for not getting enough results. And maybe there are a lot of people who are waiting for you, who are depending on your success, or waiting to judge you, and you want to feel better by having a lot of success, a lot of the end product right now, and you feel a little bit insecure about all of that. So just be mindful about that. And here in the middle we have the Five of Wands. So this is talking about how can you what's the middle point, all right? How can you meet yourself halfway, and how can you compromise? Okay, so with the Five of Wands here, I'm sensing that perhaps you have been driving forward with just your own head inside this project, and you are just trusting your own instincts, your own opinions, your own thoughts, and your plans. And with the Five of Wands here, I feel like a little bit of healthy competition will actually be beneficial for you. So maybe there are people who want to collaborate, but you are not listening to them, or you have not been looking at the current situation in the field. For example, like you have not been looking at what other people are doing, or you are being too competitive, where you are trying to just one up everybody else. But I'm sensing that because this is sort of a creative read, it's about creative projects, I feel like that's something that you should not be doing. So there should be a balance in how much of competitiveness that you want to put in, and also how much of collaboration you can allow into your project, so that it will be a very colorful kind of project. All right, so I feel like you should not think too much about being better than other people, in the sense of I need my lightings to be better, I need my sound to be louder, I need this to be bigger, I need that to be stronger, to be grander. All right, but think about how you can actually pick the right kind of things that make you unique. All right, then only it will be a healthy kind of competition. If somebody is doing something in a way that you find is really creative, perhaps you can find inspiration from that, instead of feeling really jealous and trying to one up them, when the truth is you don't really need that thing in your own project. Okay, all right, with the Three of Wands here, so this is why you start doing this in the first place, what caused you to desire this. And I feel like, again, it's because you want to feel unique. Your project is supposed to be something unique, where you feel like your creativity is appreciated, is acknowledged, and the project that you do is very satisfying and very fulfilling to your own creative desires and to your own creative needs. So you want to feel unique, you want to be able to produce something that is outstanding, that is going to be talked about by a lot of people, that can wow a lot of people. So that's why you want to do these things in the first place. And I feel like for you to be able to reach that level where people look at your work and feel like, wow, that is so cool, that is so unique, that is mind-blowing, that is a revolution, you need to really give some time for your creative ideas to flow naturally and to get inspiration from your own competitors and also people you collaborate with, rather than rushing things to get to fast success, to quick success and quick wins, and also just trying to one up everybody. Because just because something is bigger and stronger and louder doesn't mean that something is going to be much better than what other people is doing. Even in art, less is more is something that is commonly practiced. So do think about that. Like, you want to be able to put your name out there and you want to be recognized. So be recognized as yourself rather than just trying to one up everybody and then losing yourself in that whole process. Because at the end of the day, if people look at your work and feel like, okay, this is better than that person A, or this is stronger than person B, at the end of the day, people will still remember person A and person B, but yours will just be like, that extreme thing without any identity to it. So you have to really think about that. All right, just remember that why you started this project in the first place is so that you can show your own unique self, and not because you want to one up people and because you want to win over everything. Okay, and this is the last piece. The last card is talking about something that you have forgotten about, something that you have not been very careful about. And we have the Knight of Wands here. Again, this is talking about patience. I feel like you guys have just forgot to take risks, forgot about why you have passion in this thing, forgot about the creative side of things, where you can make some creative decisions, some risky decision, right? This is the card about speed, and I feel like you are rushing in too fast and you have forgotten about creativity, which is the most important thing. You have forgotten about getting inspiration, networking with people the right way, and expressing your ideas, expressing your identity, expressing whatever it is that you are trying to shout out to the world. I feel like you have forgotten to do that, and you're just rushing into things too quickly, and you have become too impatient, too impulsive. All right, so you don't really have to have it all for you to be good at something. You don't have to move too fast. Think about how you can do things in balance, how you can still have enough enthusiasm and passion inside without you moving at such a speed. All right, you can do things slowly and still allow for more creativity to come in. All right, just think about your pace. All right, I feel like you guys have forgotten about your pace and about letting your creativity come in naturally, because you have been rushing it too much, right? So I'll also draw out an oracle card for you guys to pick out an advice. Sorry that took a little bit of time. I feel like you guys have really restricted energy because it took me a while to shuffle for this pile. There's a lot of very restricted energy in here, and I feel like you guys are not properly grounded. Okay, and for your oracle card, you have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, so I know you guys are trying to create a path to success in your own way, in your own pace, but remember that whatever is meant to be for you will not miss you. All right, it will be there waiting for you. So trust that however you go there, you will get there. If this is something that you're supposed to get, you're supposed to be at the end of this road, you will get there. All right, so just trust that you have enough support. Just trust that people will like whatever it is that you are trying to make. Trust your instinct. Trust that you will receive the right kind of reward for whatever it is that you're doing, and then you will get there really good. All right now I feel like you guys have a lot of worry, and you guys are moving at a really speedy pace that is not going to be good for your creativity. All right, so just trust your path, and be gentle with yourself. Especially if you're in Malaysia right now, we're going through our second lockdown, and so it may be frustrating for a lot of people. A lot of work are being abandoned, being neglected, and getting cut halfway. But just remember to take time and trust that whatever happens for a reason, and you will get there. All right, so thank you so much, group number 1, for listening to my reading today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Hi, group number 2. This is for you guys who have chosen the green Aventurine. Alright, okay, so for you guys, the very first card that you have is the Justice, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Okay, and at the back of your deck, you have the Sun. Wow, another Sun in my reading this week. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, so for the very first card, we are talking about what is it that you might lose the cost of your success. So Justice, whatever it is that you are trying to do right now, I'm sensing a little bit of that this could be related to a relationship, or for some of you guys it can be related to relationship. For some of you it may be related to work with this Justice card in the beginning. So I'm sensing that whatever it is that you are trying to do right now, if you move on with it and actually complete it, you are doing injustice to somebody. You are doing something that is immoral here. I think some of you have been a bit naughty, where you are doing something that is affecting other people, that you know will be detrimental to other people, that you know will lose something from other people, and you are still moving forward with it. All right, so I feel like at the end of the day, when you have completed whatever it is that you are doing, you are going to affect somebody's life. You are not being fair to them. You are taking advantage of them or gaining from their losses. All right, so be careful about that. If this is what that you are trying to, is this the kind of thing that you are trying to show yourself as, or is this really something that you are willing to lose, you know, putting trouble into somebody else's for you to be able to gain success in whatever it is that you're doing. All right, I'm now sensing that it can be about relationship. Like maybe you guys are trying to steal away somebody's lover, or whatever it is that you are demanding from your lover right now is asking for them to sacrifice something that is completely unfair to them. All right, with the Knight of Cups here, I'm sensing that why you are doing this is because you fear disappointment. You fear that people will look down on you or be disappointed with you. Somebody is very dependent on you right now, which is again why I feel like this is related to a relationship. Somebody is very dependent on whatever it is that you are going to do right now, and you are really worried about how they will see you, if they are going to be disappointed with you, if whatever it is that you are doing is going to be good for them. And so you are willing to take this risk. And there is a little bit of like besides disappointment, there is a little bit of like somebody is going to be very jealous or sulking at you if you don't do this, and so you are really afraid of that. Okay, I feel like you are also not seeing things clearly right now, and so whatever it is that is driving you into doing this is based off like a certain kind of excitement, a certain kind of promise for something in the future that is probably not realistic. Like something is being promised to you if you go on and do this thing, which is why again I feel like this is a love reading, because maybe if you, I don't know, maybe if you leave your current partner, then your new partner is going to make you happy, but you are not seeing this properly. You feel like you you are afraid that you will be disappointing this new person, or you are not going to get that happy relationship, that happy love that is waiting for you. But is your relationship, or is that future that you are seeing with this new person a reality? All right, so do think about that. How you can do this halfway. So this third card is talking about how you can balance this out, how you can meet this halfway, is the Knave of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. So this is saying that you have to remember that whatever it is that you are doing is not going to guarantee your success. Okay, so it's going to guarantee you a new beginning. Okay, you have to be clear about whatever decision it is that you are doing that is going to disappoint this person here. And I mean, this is going to be unfair to this person here, and it's because you're really, really afraid of disappointing this person here. You just have to remember that maybe both of those things don't have to happen. All right, think of this as like a new beginning, something new that you are trying to do, something that is supposedly going to change your life, or maybe even your entire course of whatever it is that you are trying to do, rather than thinking about this is going to be successful. All right, think of this like a trial period, like this is something that you have to trial and error for you to be able to get right. All right, something that you will have to learn from, and it's not something that will guarantee you definite success or even happiness. All right, just think about the probability that this thing that you want to do can be a lose-lose or a win-win. All right, and that way you won't have to disappoint anyone or be unfair to anyone, and you yourself will be gaining not just just like a promised happiness that may not even be there, but at least you can learn something from it. All right, so the Chariot here is referring to your desires, why you want to do this thing. And I feel like you want to do this thing because you're ready for it. Maybe you feel like I have all of this thing and I'm prepared to go forward and earn this victory. I am prepared to make this project a success. I am prepared to give all my love to this new partner. So I feel like you are ready to move into like a new level. You want to start something new. You want to change into something better. You want to move forward. You want to level up. Basically, you want to go ahead and conquer shit, whatever it is that you are trying to get. Okay, and that is why you are going through this journey, because you want to do that. I feel like if this is regarding a work project, I feel like you want to do this thing, this new thing. You want to be good at it. You want to explore. You want to get into that adventure and get into a new headspace where you are able to do a lot of new things, a lot of exciting things, and you will feel better about yourself. If this is related to a lover though, I feel like you are you want to get to that state of happiness, and probably also you want a little bit of control. I feel that this is a decision that you are able to make, and you feel like if you are able to make this decision, it can give you a sense of winning, a sense of you have made a choice for yourself, and you don't like to have that that obligation for you to make other people happy. This is something that you want to do for yourself, and I feel like that's completely okay if that's where your desires come from. There's nothing wrong about where your desires come from. But do think about the page here, like, the possibility of you not winning anything or not losing anything, and end up just learning from this experience. All right? I feel like you want to go to a better place than where you are right now, and that's completely okay. All right? Okay, so at the back here you have the Sun. So this is something that you have forgotten about, and I feel like with this one you have forgotten about what you are good at. All right, if this is related to a project, I think you guys have forgotten about what you are good at, which makes you be very, very dependent on what other people think of you, and very, very dependent on having to kick someone out for you to be able to shine. And that's not really the case. I feel like you have forgotten about why exactly are you shining and how you can shine even without dimming other people, right? If that is for you guys who are thinking about your career when you are in this reading, or for those of you who are here because of a love situation, I feel like you have forgotten about, you know, the joy, the warmth that you have in your previous relationship, or the joy and the warmth that you are able to bring into the relationship. You know, if you are trying to steal somebody away from someone, or you are pushing away someone to be with somebody new, you have to remember that you have what it takes to make somebody happy, and people are also able to give you the kind of happiness if you are just willing to open up and accept it. Okay, that's what I'm sensing here. Like, if you're thinking about stealing somebody away, you know, why do you have to steal somebody away? I feel like if you are good enough, you know, that person doesn't need to go through a stealing. You don't have to steal people away, they'll just come to you. And if you're thinking about leaving your current partner behind for you to be able to go into another relationship, that means maybe because things have gotten a little bit stale and you have forgotten about the warmth, the happiness, joy, and your ability to give love. You know, for you to feel love, you have to also give love. All right, so do think about that. Okay, and I'll take a look at, let me see, maybe I should draw like a romance angel card for you guys instead of the work your life. Considering this is, wow, that's a little fast. I've got 2 cards for you guys. I'm feeling generous here today. So I got 2 cards for you guys. You have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, and unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. All right. Yeah, do think about that. Is there something that has come into play? You know, are you trying to leave your current partner because of religion? And is this new person that you are looking forward to really somebody that is going to be there for you, right? Even for work, you can also think about that. Like, religious factors can also talk about beliefs. Is your belief system disturbing your flow? You know, like from here, is your belief system making you think that you don't have what it takes for you to be able to do this yourself without pushing somebody away and without disappointing other people, right? Maybe you have to change your belief system for you to be able to move forward in this project. And unrequited love, like, is this project going to really be good for you, or is it actually not good for you? You know, is it worth it, all of this fighting and pushing people away and being so worried about disappointing people? Is it really worth it? All right, so that is something for you guys to think about. Yeah, this is the reading that I have for you guys. I'm feeling like I like this reading. There's a lot of messages that came in for me to talk about. Yeah, so this is something for you guys to think about during the new moon in Capricorn. I'm not sure how this one lasts. I have not seen the shadow. But yeah, let me know what you think about this reading in the comments below. If you like this reading, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, group number 3. So sorry for the weird light change because the weather has changed here. Okay, so this is for you guys who have chosen the Lapis Lazuli temple. Very, very beautiful blue crystal. And for you guys, for the first card, you guys have the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. And at the back of your deck, you also have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Right. For you guys, I am sensing a little bit of toxic positivity here. I'm sensing that you guys are overwhelming you guys with a lot of positive thinking, busying yourself, and I feel like it's because of you're feeling like you're left behind, you're feeling like you're not doing enough, and so you're filling yourself up with a lot of things for you to be able to not break down. Okay, so let's take a look at the very first one, the Eight of Pentacles. So this is the what you are going to lose if you go on and move forward with whatever it is that you are doing right now. So you are going to lose the opportunity for you to be master at something. I feel like currently you guys are taking in a lot of responsibilities. You guys are doing way too much. You guys are not focused at one thing, one kind of goal, and this is taking away time from you to be able to focus on improving yourself in one certain area or one certain aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to do. You know, maybe I'm sensing also because of the pandemic and whatever it is that happening, maybe you feel like, okay, I want to pick up this new skill, I want to take up this new hobby, I want to do this work, I want to do that work, I should keep myself busy so that I don't break down in the middle of a lockdown or the pandemic. But you are losing the opportunity to probably use all that time during the lockdown to actually focus on just one thing that you have always been wanting to improve on. Okay, and with the Five of Wands here, I feel like what's driving you is competition. Perhaps whatever that you are doing is related to business, or maybe you are a freelancer and you guys are fighting for gigs, fighting for jobs. Everybody needs a job, everybody's trying to sell something. So you are worried about not being able to catch up. You are worried about, other people are going to do the kind of work that you are not going to be doing. Other people are going to get sales if you are not pushing your sales. All right, other people are going to get money when you are just being poor. Other people are going to be safe and secure when you are still worrying about money. I feel like there is a sense of competition here, and maybe also this can be related to like family and friends. Maybe you're surrounded by people who are doing better than you, or you are there are people who are being compared to you, where you feel like what you think of the situation is not the right one, or your opinions and thoughts don't matter in the situation, and so you are being forced to succumb to a certain idea of how you should succeed and what you should be doing for you to be able to be good, for you to be considered somebody who is doing good and doing well. All right, so you are really, really afraid of that. Like there is a certain force that is pushing you to become something that you're not, or forcing you to compete with other people's opinions. And it can also it doesn't necessarily have to be something material or something tangible like sales, but it can also be something like people's opinions. So other people's opinions are being considered but yours are not, or you are being pushed into doing things so that you will stay in the circle, or so that you will be thought of, so that you will be loved. And so that's making you really afraid, and that's why you are keeping going with this project or whatever it is that you are focusing on right now, right? So how can you balance this out? Of course, with the Temperance. Okay, so this is asking you to, perhaps you have to stay away from all this toxicity that is asking you to do this and do that. All right, it may sound like a good thing. People are saying keep yourself busy, watch all this TV series because everybody's watching it, and so you have to. Everybody's making dalgona coffee, and so you have to as well. So that's not necessarily the thing. All right, be moderate. Remember to be doing things that is making you happy, things that is not too tiring for you. If something is taking too much of your energy, perhaps it is time for you to slow down. For example, if you're a YouTuber and you see that other people are posting 2 videos a week and you don't have the time to do that, you don't have enough content to do that, you need more time to plan, then just take your time. You don't have to follow people's trend. You just remember to do things at your own pace and be moderate and be balanced. At the same time, this card is also asking that perhaps you have to stay away from some of these people that is pushing you to compete and taking your time away from things that should actually matter for you, so that you do not get pulled into that drama, because I feel like maybe you are a bit dependent on how other people think of you, and so it is best that you stay from very volatile people, very dramatic people, very toxic people. And sometimes toxicity can come in the form of positiveness, where people are saying, you know, you should do this, you should do that, why don't you try this, why don't you try that, and they say this because they care, but at the end of the day, it is you who are going to be doing all of these things. So remember that and think about that properly, because this is your life that we're talking about and not theirs. Okay, so if the Ace of Cups here, this is the desire why you are doing all these things. Again, I'm feeling like it's because you really care about all these people. You want to feel love, you want to be able to start something, you want to be proud of yourself, you want to be happy. Basically, you want to be good at things, you want to be part of something. Okay, and I think that also this emotions that is overflowing from this cup here may not necessarily always be good emotion. Maybe you feel like, you know, I am so accomplished because I am doing all of these things, I am happy, but actually deep down there is a lot of sadness, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger and loneliness that is just waiting to overflow. All right, so just think about that. Think about all of these desires for you to do all of this thing is actually because you want it to cover up all of the emotions that you are going through right now. You know, are you doing that? Are you running away from dealing with your emotions and running away from facing your demons? Because if that's the case, you know, you have to take some time to stop and think about your emotions and what is it that is actually making you happy, and what is it that you need for your own emotions to be dealt with. Okay, and here we have the Ten of Swords here. This is for what have you forgotten about. This is the card of ending, and I feel like this is just telling you to maybe have to cut some people loose. Okay, you know, you have to remember to that everything in the world comes to an end, nothing lasts forever. And this card, I feel like it is asking you to remember to cut off some projects. You know, if they're gonna take too much of your time, too much of your energy, cut them off. If there are people who are toxic to you, cut them off. All right, maybe it's time for some things to end, like, you know, maybe your new hobby of making vases is not working. Maybe you're bad at it and you just keep on doing it, but your heart is no longer there, so just end it and stop it. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. My memory was full and so I had to delete something. Okay, so let me continue. It's fine for you to end some things, and it's fine if you try something and it doesn't work out, and those are just things that is not for you. And so it is best that you don't waste time keep trying to be good at something. Rather, just try out another thing or focus on whatever it is that you are already doing, so that you can improve on that instead and become better at that. Same goes for relationships. I feel like if you feel like this is a time for this relationship to come to an end already, it's okay, just end it. You don't have to keep going on. If you know deep down in your heart that a certain relationship, a certain connection is not fruitful anymore, is not giving you any benefit, is not making you feel good anymore, it is okay to end it. All right, you don't have to necessarily say, hey, you know, let's end this connection right now, because that's not how adult relationship works. But you can just slowly remove yourself, slowly stop contributing, slowly stop putting in more efforts, put in less effort, and, you know, you guys can just be acquaintances. You guys don't have to be as close anymore. You guys don't have to rely on each other as much anymore, and that is completely fine. People come and go in your life, and you can't be with the same people throughout the entire time of your life. Okay, sometimes people just come in our life to be there for a while, and then after that, you know, they go away, and that's fine, because that makes space for new people to come into your life, right? I'm gonna be giving you an oracle card from the Moonology deck, because I feel like for you guys it's very related to like your current emotions. All right, for you guys, you have meditate and contemplate. Okay, so again, this is asking for you to take some time to be by yourself, meditate, look into your own energy, understand your own energy, be one with it, and contemplate. Think about, is this really where your life is? Is this really what you want in your life? What are some of the things that you can remove from your life? What are some of the things that you don't actually need? What are some of the things that is going to be beneficial for you, that can last long, that you want to keep forever? And what are some of the things that you can actually lose? All right, I feel like this is just so apt and correct for you, because it's also asking that you just give yourself some time, really understand your own feelings, and use that to guide your way. Because I feel like if you think too much about your principles, your values, and whatever, it may be a little bit distracting, because your own emotions may not be at the same place anymore. If you're afraid of losing people, it's okay. It's time for you to face that fear, and it's okay to lose people. Let yourself be healed. Until you let go of something, things are not gonna be healed. And just surrender. All right, just let fate and let the universe do the work, and just accept their love. Okay. All right, this is the reading I have for you guys for group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.